Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Welcome back to another episode. Today, we're diving into the world of FCP, or the FAS Catalog Platform. Over 600 vendors have joined us this week, and we know there's a lot of information to process. For those of you new to the system, or looking for a refresher, we'll guide you through the key steps for navigating and managing your catalog effectively.
That's right. Whether you're just getting started with FCP or you've been working with it for a while, today's episode is packed with valuable insights. We'll walk you through everything, from creating your seller profile to the different types of files you need to submit, and of course, all the tools in place to make this process smoother.
Absolutely. The FCP is all about streamlining and automating your catalog management, reducing those back and forth emails with contracting officers. But for those of you still getting the hang of it, we're going to break down the steps today. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is FCP?
Great question. FCP stands for FAS Catalog Platform. It's a web-based system designed for vendors and the workforce to manage catalog data for both products and services. A key feature here is its integration with existing systems like eMod and GSA Advantage. So no more SIP or CORS workflows. Everything gets centralized, making your life easier.
Right? It's all about modernization and efficiency. And one of the major upgrades is the automation of market research. FCP generates a compliance and pricing report before you even submit your catalog updates, which really helps vendors address issues before they reach the CSCO for review.
And let's not forget it replaces the old Price Proposal Template, or PPT. Now, instead of juggling multiple files, you'll use structured files, product files for products sold on GSA Advantage, and Services Plus files for other services. These updates help to reduce errors and improve workflow for everyone involved.
Definitely. So, let's say someone's ready to dive in today. How do they access FCP? What's the first step?
First, if you're listed as an authorized negotiator on a contract, you can log into FCP using your existing FAS ID. If you don't have one, you'll need to register. And once you're in, your role as a vendor gives you access to manage your catalogs, whether that's updating products, submitting modifications, or handling ongoing actions.
That's a big part of the workflow. And for those who aren't authorized negotiators yet, they'll need to request that role. This is something to keep in mind, especially if you're working with a team.
Exactly. Now, once you're in FCP, one of the first things you'll be asked to do is update your seller profile. This step is crucial because it unlocks the next actions you can take. Without completing it, you can't move forward with catalog submissions.
And it's not just a simple update either. You'll need to confirm your catalog offerings, products, services, or both. The system will lock that part of the process until this is completed.
That's right. So, after you update your seller profile, you can move on to the baseline catalog action. This step is about setting an official starting point for your catalog, and you'll need to submit either a products or services baseline, depending on what you offer.
Here's something that a lot of new vendors might not know. The system pre-populates a lot of the fields for you. So if your catalog is already published on GSA Advantage, FCP will pull that data to help you get started. But there are still some fields you might need to complete, like government prices.
Oh, and speaking of government prices, it's important to get the government price no fee right. FCP gives you a formula to calculate this from the government price with fee. It's a little detail that can trip up vendors if they're not paying attention, so it's great that we're highlighting it here.
Now, once your seller profile and baseline catalog are approved, you're moving. FCP automatically publishes to GSA Advantage, and that's when the real catalog management begins.
Right? And that's where the product file and Services Plus file come into play. These files help you submit products and services efficiently. The product file, for example, consolidates everything into one, ensuring you only have to input the data once.
And for products that need to be listed on GSA Advantage, the product file is the way to go. It's all about keeping the catalog clean and reducing redundant steps. Plus, with automated compliance and pricing reports, you can fix issues before submitting for review.
Exactly. For services that aren't on GSA Advantage for direct sale, you'll use the Services Plus file. This file replaces the old PPT system and helps vendors manage their services in a streamlined way. The cool part is the system automates the price list publication, so you don't have to manually upload it anymore.
One of the most helpful features, for sure. And when you're submitting your product or Services Plus file, the system runs data validations to ensure everything's in order. If there are any issues, you'll be notified so you can make corrections before submitting to the contracting officer.
But there's one thing I should mention. The Services Plus file has a 150,000 line item limit. So if you're working with a large file, you'll need to coordinate with your contracting officer to get prior approval before submission.
That's important to keep in mind, especially for those working with large catalogs. But overall, this process is about reducing errors and making things more transparent. Vendors will be able to track their compliance status in real time, which is a huge time saver.
It's all about efficiency. Once the catalog baseline is set up, vendors can move forward with add, change, delete, or temporary price reduction actions. So, the first step is just the beginning of a much smoother catalog management process.
Before we wrap up, there's one last thing we should mention: the resources available to help you. If you're new to FCP, check out the Getting Started guide. There are also how-to videos and FAQs to answer any questions you might have.
And don't forget about the weekly office hours for extra support. You can always reach out if you need help navigating FCP or getting your catalog set up.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Hopefully, we've given you a clear picture of how to get started with FCP and how it can simplify catalog management. Keep those questions coming, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for tuning in.
A special thank you to MarketUS.com for furnishing us this information.
Here's a question. How do we contact them?
Good question. You can reach them at MarketUS.com or call them at 954-636-3232.
Before we go, this deep dive was created by the MarketUS.com team.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Good point. It's right below the subscribe link.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor and sharing your product or service with the world, reach out to MarketUS.com. You can schedule a session to discover how we can work together. See you soon.